Hi there, my name is Courtney Cox, and the article that I've chosen to discuss today is called Healthy Eating for Beginners, and I found it on the Holy and Healthy Living website. I chose to discuss this article because it talks about really important things like nutrition and provides several tips and tricks on how to begin a healthy lifestyle and change your diet. Not only that, but it also explains how to change your overall mindset on things like nutrition and healthy eating, which I think is really important for someone who is just beginning this process. The first tip that it gives is to get rid of temptations by just getting rid of all the junk food in your house and replacing it with healthy snacks like fruits and vegetables. That way, when you get hungry and you go to the pantry, the junk won't even be there and you can grab something healthy and still be satisfied. The next tip that it gives is before you go to the grocery store, eat a good satisfying meal beforehand so that you aren't tempted to grab things like chips or a gallon of ice cream. You'll just be able to go in, get what you need, and get out. That's something really important that the author talked about that I thought is just really practical and smart, and it makes a lot of sense. The next tip that the article talks about is small changes. Like, when you go to eat your dinner at night, instead of grabbing a soda, get a glass of water, because that eliminates so many empty calories and it also affects you positively. We all need more water in our everyday lives, and so just replacing something that's bad for you with something good for you, and it's such a simple step. I would recommend this specific material for a client that is stuck in an unhealthy lifestyle and is looking for guidance and practical help on getting on the right track for eating right. Because like I said, these are extremely achievable goals. They aren't unrealistic at all. And I think it's really easy for a beginner. They aren't, things like making huge steps. These are small steps that will eventually lead to bigger changes. As far as nutrition is concerned, I think that God makes it very clear that we are to fill our bodies with things that will positively affect them as opposed to negatively affect them. He's given us food, and I think that's such a wonderful thing, and he's given it to us to enjoy, but it should be in moderation. And our bodies are temples, and we should strive to keep them as healthy as possible because he has blessed us with them. And another thing that I think is really easy to fall into is making food an idol. And I think that if it gets to the point where when you are craving unhealthy snacks, if you cannot say no to that temptation, I believe it is coming before God. And that's not only a physical issue, that becomes a spiritual issue as well. 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, "So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God." So I think that's all what it comes down to is, are we doing it for his glory, or are we doing it to fulfill our own desires? So I think overall, this article and the things that it talks about can really benefit anyone who's just wanting to start a healthier lifestyle and wanting to glorify God in doing so.